Hey guys, this is Gaijin Hunter here with another random Switch video because you know I love my Switch and I love Japanese games, so I wanted to show you off a killer title that just got released here today in Japan. It's free to download. It's Karaoke Joysound. Joysound, of course, is one of the biggest karaoke parlors in Japan, and they have a very extensive library of karaoke songs that you can play. So they just released the app for the Switch and it is really well done. I'm going to walk you through the app, what it's all about, how it works, just because it's really interesting. I think this is a cool business model. I don't know if it would work in the West, but I definitely think it's really interesting. Now, for those of you who don't know, it's not karaoke, it's karaoke. And that actually comes from the word kara, which means empty or not there, and oke, which is an abbreviation of orchestra. So it's karaoke, which means like the empty or virtual orchestra, which is exactly what it is. So now you know what karaoke stands for. This is the interface. If you go to a karaoke place in Japan, it generally costs like, I guess, something like $15 an hour or something with a bunch of friends. And of course, you're going to buy drinks and stuff. And they pass around this iPad-like device, which is a touch screen in which, you know, if someone is singing, the next person is looking for a song that they like, selecting it, and what you do is you create sort of like a list of the upcoming songs. Now the cool thing is this app actually links to the smartphone Joysound app which they have, which allows you to sort of have people with their smartphones out. You can reserve songs, search for songs that you like, and this thing includes over 140 songs, which is massive. Lots of Japanese songs, lots of Western songs as well. And the cool thing is when you do choose a Western song, which I'll show later, they actually give you the katakana pronunciation of all the English words on top. Now the killer feature and the interesting about this one is usually when you do karaoke, there's some like random like 1980s like music video stuff in the background. Well, for this one you can actually choose Nintendo title footage, and they show you footage from Nintendo Switch games from Nintendo on top of whatever song it may be, no matter how obscene or family friendly it might be. It's hilarious and sometimes it matches up really well. Okay, here is how the pricing works. If you download it with your Japanese account, you have to play it with your Japanese account because it will link to the store to buy tickets. You can get 3 hours for 324 yen, which is like $3, which is incredibly cheap. A full day of karaoke for $5 approximately, $15 for a whole month, and just up that to like 3,000 yen, which is like $28, and you get 3 full months of all you can karaoke. Now hey, I love you guys, I'm Gaijin Hunter, so I bought the 3-hour pack just to see if I could find some Monster Hunter, and I did. Sort of. I found the theme song for Monster Hunter Stories, which is kind of catchy if you're into boy bands, but I got to play along with this one, and it's kind of funny seeing it with Mario in the background. Next up, we had to try another song, which was the Pokemon theme song for the Sun and Moon. You guys don't get the cool intro like we do here in Japan, but the intro song is actually really catchy. You gotta have some disco, right? Yuna's a big fan of disco, as am I, so had to do some hot stuff, so me and her actually sung a little bit together, which was really fun. Again, you can see the pronunciation above the English. That made it all worth it. That was so cool that she was able to sing along with me, even though she doesn't really know all the words yet. You gotta have some more disco, right? It's kind of funny. You got a song about the way you walk, but it's a game in which you play with your arms. It's just stupid fun seeing Nintendo footage with some of this stuff. Wait till you see this next one, it's really crazy. This AKB48 song, which Yuna requested, actually worked really well with Xenoblade. It almost looked like it was made for it, like it was a music video. That's so funny. And then we took this like really old school, like famous like folk song, like Japanese song, and put it to Mario Kart. That was funny. Now you don't actually get to choose, as far as I know, the footage that you get with the song. It's random, and that just makes it all that much more funnier when some of it lines up. Anyways, I thought you guys would appreciate this little preview into this cool new app for Japan, for the Switch, only because it's just one of those things that you don't often get to see, and I think it's interesting to share the culture of karaoke, which obviously is huge here in Japan. You get together with a bunch of friends on the living room or in the thing, you have drinks, you pass around, you know, the remote or whatever it is to choose songs, someone gets up and sings, and it's a lot of fun. It does support and use the Wii U karaoke mic, which they released here in Japan. So this may be very limited for you guys in the West who actually want to play this game, but I thought you guys would enjoy a look at it. Hope you guys liked this video, and until next time, happy hunting.